Hey yo, check it out, it's your boy Skoob, aka Boogie Bang, Diggity Dots, Effects fame and all that. What really inspired me to, really want to get involved with this whole hip hop thing was the artists that came before me, the era that came before me, man. Like, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Grand Poobah, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap. It was just, they had this thing about the way they put their words together and the beats that they rock to, and it was just like, when I heard it, it was magic to me, you know what I mean? So I was engulfed in it immediately. So, my parents and all of that, and my older siblings were really deep into music, so they used to play older records from like 60s, 70s, you know what I mean? A lot of soul music. And then these guys that came out later, as far as hip-hop artists, started sampling these beats, so I had a connection through that as well. And what I used to do was, I used to actually mimic some of my favorite artists. I would hear their songs, and I would write them down, and then learn their lyrics. So that's pretty much where I started learning about flows. And, after learning their lyrics, and when I'm in the party, I hear their song come on, and I'm rocking to all they, I know every word, every pause, every breath control, method that they was using. And then I kind of, started integrating that into my own thing and started writing rhymes from there. And the rest was history, man. After we made the record, the reception that we got, it was crazy. First of all, the reception that we got from the fans, but more than that, the reception that I got from my comrades that came before me, like those same dudes that I grew up listening to and admiring were the same dudes that I met and ran into, and they knew my lyrics now. So they were reciting my lyrics to me, and I'm looking at them starstruck like, yo, but you, if it wasn't for you, there would be no me. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's something that'll always stay with me forever, man. And it was like, it made me feel like, yeah, son, you did your thing. You are official tissue now. I come from a family where, my pops, he was hustling, you know what I mean? He had a 9 to 5, then he had his little side hustle too. So he ain't understand nothing about no hibbity, dibbity, hop or rap. Like, no, you go get a job, young man, and grow up to be a decent citizen and, take care of your family. But so he didn't realize it, and actually I didn't realize it because before I got discovered, I was doing a college thing, and I was in my third year, my junior year, and it just didn't feel right. It wasn't for me, The knowledge that I gained was great, but that whole scenario just wasn't for me. So me following a dream turned into reality, and once that happened, and my pop, so I started, selling a couple records. People at his job is like, yo, I seen your son on TV, this, that, and the third, look like they doing good. Congratulations. It was all, love after that, you know what I mean? He embraced it after that. And my mom was always riding with me. I stay inspired by music in general, not just hip hop, but music in general. And, I stay sharp with the pen, and it's something that comes from the heart. It's not something that, I force myself to do. What I do is I find myself just walking around. I walk to a beat. How about that? I think that's the best way to describe it to you. So, I could be doing anything and come up with rhymes and come up with an idea, like, watching Pusha T on stage, seeing my man Tech from Smith & Wesson. You know what I mean? That's what inspires me and keeps me going, man. 1995, during the Hold It Down album, lost my moms and all of that. So she was my heart and soul, my rap. So when I lost her, that was like the biggest hurdle in my career, you know what I mean? But knowing that she's still with me and she riding with me, that's even more comforting right now, you feel me? I just want people to realize and accept me as a part of music history, period. Not a specific genre, not hip-hop, not underground hip-hop, not commercial hip-hop, not alternative, but just music in general. And, when you think of those artists that really inspired you to love music, and, you can remember actual, situations that you were in or going through at the time when certain music is played, I want to be remembered in that category. Like when you hear they want effects like, yo, son, I remember when, and that song came on, and then, you know what I mean, I almost got locked up that night, or, you know what I mean, I was smoking so much weed, or whatever the case may be, but just put me in the category with those dudes and be immortal through the music and all that, you know what I mean?